Hey guys, Dr. Scrape here at Sliplo. Today I'm going to walk you through a universal skid plate install on this beautiful badass Ford GT. So our first step is to go ahead and use 70% isopropylene alcohol and our microfiber towel. Splash some here, and we're going to go ahead and clean the bottom of the bumper on this Ford GT. Want to get nice and clean. Make sure there's no tar, no road debris. Usually brand new cars like this, it's very clean to begin with, but it's always good to go multiple times and clean it. Our second step is to go ahead and prep our surface with an Adhesive Promoter. I highly recommend Pro Bond at Adhesive Promoter. I have found it to work the best out of all the adhesive promoters out there with the specific adhesive that comes on each Sliplo unit. So what I recommend doing is getting a sponge brush like this. This is about a 2.5 inch brush. Go ahead and pour your solution on top of there. And we're gonna go ahead and start from this side forward, applying it to the surface. The positive things about the Pro Bond adhesive promoter is that it dries super quick and it's very easy to clean off if you need to clean it off. Next step is to find our center point on the bumper. This will help us to actually know how many units we're gonna assign to this middle piece, and if we wanna start from one side moving forward or start from the center. It's always good to have your center point. It helps a lot with installation and the quality of your install. Next step is to actually take each individual unit and place it on the surface, on the locations where you want to protect, and see how you're going to go ahead with your install. So for example, I'm not going to remove the backing. That's my center, and I'm going to kind of work it like this. And I could tell there's going to be another unit there, as you can see, for example. You could also do your templates. So this works out really perfect. This is the benefit of doing the center point, because I can now use two complete pieces to do this front section. So I'm going to go ahead and install my first piece. We're going to go ahead and remove the 3M double-sided backing. You always want to install about 1/8 of an inch from where the lip curves down. You never want to be on the curved side, or you will get pop-ups on the front of the unit and you will get rock built up around there. So always pull it about 1/4 inch or about 1/8 of an inch back, and very gently just go ahead and lay it down without pushing down hard on it. I'm going to go ahead and press it firmly once I'm... That's our first unit. So we're going to go ahead and install our second piece on the passenger side here. And I'm going to first make sure we line up pretty nice to that last unit. And continue on with the same about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch from where the lip curves down. I'm happy with that, it looks clean. I will go ahead and push the front down first. Then I will go ahead and push the back down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to repeat the same process on this side. Next step is we're going to go ahead and do the side of the passenger side bumper. I did a small trim on this edge where the Sliplo is going to meet, and you will see it once I'll go ahead and do the install. This is the edge where I cut, which kind of lines up right there. You could use a template to do that. In my case, it was such a simple cut, I just went ahead and did it with my scissor. So now that I have it down, I'm going to go ahead and push the back nice and firm. And this is the beauty of Sliplo. You're able to get around complex curves where you curve this way and that way. So on our last step on the passenger side, we're gonna go ahead and do a template because there's some custom cutting involved at the very edge. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my vinyl template and I'm gonna apply it. And so basically this is a pretty simple cut. We're gonna cut it right there and that's all we need. We don't really need anything past that. Now that I got my template ready to go, I will go ahead and apply it to my Sliplo unit. Overlay it on top. And this is a very simple cut, so it's not intricate. Actually, for such an easy cut like this, I usually wouldn't even do a template, but in this case, we're gonna go ahead and just to show how you guys are, how it's done. Go ahead and trim it, and that's pretty much it. So now that we're ready, we're gonna go ahead and remove the backing, and we're gonna put our last piece on here. At this point, I will be moving on to the driver's side of the vehicle, but for this specific car, we're gonna go ahead and add some additional pieces due to the carbon fiber undercarriage. And the main points of contact for me are going to be here and a couple of low points here. So we're gonna do a couple of strips to actually protect those points. My main point of contact is always this point of the car. This is where you get the majority of damage. So if you were to continue logically, you would hit here next. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go ahead and install my Sliplo unit there, kind of like so. And we're gonna avoid the screws. Now, a common question is, how about the area that's not covered? Well, what you're gonna do, it's when you do hit the asphalt, you're gonna ride between these two pieces. So this center point will never hit because these two pieces are already pushing about 1/4 inch out, and the asphalt, the actual bumper will ride between these two pieces. So this point will never hit. You do not need to actually install another piece here. So the second row piece that we're gonna install is gonna be dead center on the lowest point where you have the lowest point of contact. And this is just additional protection for the back section of the car. And basically, now that we put our centerpiece, we could kind of continue on one on each side, and that's it, and we should be set. So to finish up my passenger side, I've noticed that I could actually go ahead and add some additional protection. And since I actually have this whole 12-inch unit, I might as well kind of like install this and curve it so you get maximum protection and maximum adhesive bondage here, supporting your unit. And you could actually see how Sliplo curves into shape here, and you could install it actually like so. Now that this side is done, we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing and mirror what we did here on the other side. Hey guys, we're all done now. Just pulled the car out of the garage. This is how the final product looks like on the car. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe below. If you have any questions or if you would like to see Sliplo installed on any specific vehicles, let us know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Dr. Scrape.